Hi friends, Man with Intermobile. Last year at Mobile World Congress, Google had an enormous booth that was really, really fun. This year it has even more square footage. So what do they have in store for Android? Let's take a look. As you can see, it's packed and it's big, but we're going to try to get through it as quickly as possible. A lot of cool stuff going on here, so if I miss some, you'll have to forgive me. There's Batman, of course. So, here you have the Bug Droid dressed up, in various different outfits. Multiple app developers here, Foursquare, Farsight Studios, Netflix is on the other side, StumbleUpon, One Louder, Google Maps is represented here, Shazam, some nice little demo stations, really good for some of the smaller app makers to get their stuff noticed. Last year there was no Google Music, at least in the form we know, so this part's brand new, nice and hip. With Google Music hooked up to these speakers. You can check it out here as well. And then over here, they have a claw machine that's being controlled by a tablet. Haven't seen anyone win yet, but day's still young. We proceed. Check out that Android update. The interesting thing about this year compared to last year is how many more services Google has launched, or at least pushing now. Like last year, they have this rotating, or they have this conveyor belt with all of the Android devices out there. Obviously, since 2011, there have been a lot more added to the list. Very cool, and it's especially crazy to think about. Just a few years ago, Android didn't exist, and when they introduced it, there were some people who thought it would be a failure. Obviously, in terms of market share and device representation, that's wrong. You'll have other partners, your Samsung, HTC, Motorola, all the big names you'd expect, Sony. We're directly underneath a slide, but here's one of the other new things from this year that I wanted to show you. Pretty cool. Here you have Bug Droid, real Android here. He is constructing a case.
If you have one, then you can collect tomorrow at reception. It's not short, it's not short.
So that's a nice piece of swag. And then, as I mentioned, there's the slide. We'll go up there, show you. I'm not going to go on the slide. I have a little bit of self-respect. And this is also a little bit new. You have chipset makers showcasing, but now they have more. There's Snapdragon was here before, so was TI. And here's NVIDIA, of course. Tegra 3 was actually one of the bigger stories of the show. But on this side you have Intel. Not this side. I guess they're on the other side. This is ST Ericsson. And here's Intel. They have their tablet and their Atom prototype out. I expect them to make big waves with Android over the next few years. This is the smoothie bar, which is perfect because it gets really, really hot at these things. More app developers, BBC News. There's Netflix. This is neat Android design. You can see how you can interact with all of these different walls. And visually, it's just very interesting to look at as well. But that's not all. There's also an upstairs, and I'm going to show it to you. And I'm going to try to keep it in one shot, because, you know, that's just how I roll. I also don't want to do much editing, so here's another claw machine. Is he gonna win? Yeah. Notice you can use the tablet, control the claw. They should have similar technology before, most notably at I.O., where you could actually play a gigantic machine. So you gonna get it? Nope. Alright, we'll quickly go upstairs. Android all around, Plug Droid in various forms. This one's one of my favorites here, Disco Android. Just giving you an idea of what the Frenzy looks like from up here. Google Books. A little bit of Google TV here.
People, why don't say, give me more content?
This guy's going down the slide. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get down there. Again. There you go. And here's the Google TV. And then that's about it. So once again, big show for Android and a really cool, fun booth from Google. Thanks for watching.